Okay, so I want to go back through this time. We're going to use the same examples because we already have the answers to it, so we don't have to totally rework it. But what if this time I told you that you're restricted from 0 to 2 pi? All right, so this time, just on the side of your notes or something over there, just put if you're restricted from 0 up to 2 pi. Now remember on this one, we had said our answer was x equals pi over 4 plus 2 pi n, didn't we? So the difference is pi over 4 between 0 and 2 pi? So you're just going to put pi over 4. If you're restricted, don't put the plus 2 pi in. And then our quadrant 2 answer, remember we said was 3 pi over 4 plus 2 pi n. So just check, is the 3 pi over 4 between 0 and 2 pi? Yes, it's in our first unit, first complete circle, right? So therefore, that would just be our answer. So we would have both of these if we're restricted from 0 to 2 pi. Yeah, that's supposed to be 3 pi over 4, sorry. And on B, it's the same idea. We had said that cosine was negative in quadrants 2 and 3. We'd found our angles the same way. And in quadrant 2, again, I'm going to do if we're restricted from 0 to 2 pi. So in quadrant 2, we had said our answer was, what, 5 pi over 6 plus 2 pi n? But I'm restricted, so I don't need the plus 2 pi n, so it's just going to be the 5 pi over 6, because that's between 0 and 2 pi. And my quadrant 3 answer is just going to be that 7 pi over 6 that we got, because it's between 0 and 2 pi. But we don't add the 2 pi in because we're restricted. All right, and then on C. Now C, with tangent, we have to be careful because remember it was tricky. We had said at first it was x equals, was it 2 pi over 3 plus pi n? And we said x was equal to 5 pi over 3 plus pi n. And then we said we could use 5 pi over 3 as negative pi over 3. Well, guys, if we're restricted, we've got to make sure that our solution is all of the angles that are included between 0 and 2 pi. So if we're restricted again, here, I have to list the 2 pi over 3. And which one am I going to use, 5 pi over 3 or negative pi over 3? You have to use the 5 pi over 3. Even though they're in the same location, 5 pi over 3 is the one that's going to be between 0 and 2 pi. And you have to list them both. You can't just do like we did on the other and combine them.